Writing. After spending a decade in the NBA, Devin Booker has played alongside and against some of the biggest names in basketball. His perspective on who deserves more recognition carries weight, but his latest take has stirred debate among fans. In a video released by the Phoenix Suns on Saturday, Booker was asked which NBA player he considers underappreciated. Rather than choosing a current or former Suns teammate, Booker went with a familiar name from his Olympic runs in 2020 and 2024, Jrue Holiday. The Boston Celtics guard, who is on a 4-year, $134.4 million contract, is widely regarded as one of the league's most respected defenders and leaders. Still, Booker's decision drew immediate reactions online, with many questioning why he overlooked his ex-teammate Bradley Beal. Book said woo, one fan wrote. Another added, Booker said Jrue, LMAO, suggesting disbelief that Holiday was his pick over Beal. Some fans took it a step further, claiming Booker's answer was a subtle slight at Beal, who spent the last 2 seasons in Phoenix. Must really hate Bradley Beal, one reaction read, echoing the sentiment that Beal's name should have at least been in consideration. Others, however, dismissed the idea that Beal deserved to be called underappreciated in the first place. Maybe if Bradley Beal had ever made a difference on any team he's been on, one fan argued. Another piled on, Bradley Beal has a loser mentality, that's why. Beal's time in Phoenix didn't help his case. Despite forming a star-studded trio with Booker and Kevin Durant, Beal struggled to make a significant impact due to recurring injuries and inconsistency. Over their 2 seasons together, the Suns failed to advance beyond the first round of the playoffs. For many fans, that underwhelming stretch reinforced the perception that Beal was not overlooked but simply failed to deliver when it mattered most. Now, with Durant and Beal both gone, Booker faces a fresh chapter with the Suns. The franchise has retooled around him, bringing in players like Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks to form a younger, more energetic supporting cast. Booker's leadership will be tested as he tries to guide Phoenix back into contention in a competitive Western Conference. While his Holiday comment created a buzz, it also highlighted the level of respect Booker has for a player like Jrue. Known for his elite perimeter defense, playmaking, and quiet leadership, Holiday has long been praised by coaches and peers even if he rarely dominates headlines. For Booker, calling Holiday underappreciated may have been less about taking a shot at Beal and more about shining a light on a player who does the little things that often go unnoticed. Booker also used Media Day to share thoughts on another basketball legend, WNBA icon Diana Taurasi. He spoke about the influence of spending time around the recently retired Phoenix Mercury star, calling her energy and drive inspiring. If you've been around her, her energy's always high level, it's something that's very inspiring, Booker said. Taurasi leaves the game as one of the most decorated players in WNBA history, with 3 championships, 11 All-Star appearances, a League MVP award, and 2 Finals MVPs to her name. Between his praise for Holiday and his admiration for Taurasi, Booker showed that he values traits like consistency, leadership, and energy as much as scoring numbers. While fans may have their own opinions about whether Bradley Beal deserved a nod, Booker made it clear that, in his eyes, underappreciated players are those whose impact goes beyond the box score. The debate, however, will likely continue. For Suns fans, the bigger focus will be on whether Booker and his revamped roster can finally break through the postseason barriers that derailed the Beal-Durant experiment and return Phoenix to serious playoff contention.